What you're about to watch is a tutorial on how to beat the game without taking any damage. Feel free to use any of the strategies, but listen to the detailed commentary before trying them on your own. Hello everybody, this is a no save no damage run of
Resident Evil 2.
This is Leon B scenario on normal difficulty.
In the midst of the T-virus outbreak in Racoon City, Claire Redfield succeeded in escaping from the city, along with one of the only other survivors, a young girl named Sherry. However, behind their escape was the lone survivor of the Racoon City Police Department, Leon S. Kennedy.
What have we got here?
That guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Mess. What could have done this? What was that? What are these things? All right, that's far enough. Don't move! Don't move! No! What's up with that guy? That was a clean hit. I'm running out of ammo here.
Oh! Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
Ah!
No! You okay?
Still in one piece.
Hey! That maniac's gonna ram us! Run! Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
So also this is the North American version of the game, and there are some differences between the North American version and the Japanese version, but I am going to tell you that in certain spots. But anyway, in order to play the B scenarios on Resident Evil 2 Classic, you have to beat the A scenario and then make a save state at the end of the game, and you can unlock the B scenario. So in order to play Leon B, you have to play Claire A first, excuse me, and then you can play Leon B. The canon order of the game is Claire A, Leon B. So the first section of the game is pretty straightforward. You just have to go directly to the garage, pick up the key and avoid all the zombies. Not necessary to kill any of them. It's not really complex. It's not really complex to dodge them or to avoid them, because there's plenty of space on every scenario, on every part. Like in this case, there's a lot of space that you can avoid the zombies. So for that zombie, hack the left wall. You will almost always avoid that zombie just by hacking that wall, and then shoot the female zombie, because the female zombie can grab you even if you are on her back. She can like 180-degree turn and grab you immediately.
Hey! Get over here! Hurry! I can't set her down. I'll drop you a rope ladder. Grab onto it. Come on. Just a little more. Get off me! Stay back! Don't come any closer! Stay back!
But yeah, the main strat in order to avoid zombies is to just go around them if there are plenty of space. But there are some certain spots that there are no plenty of space, so you are like forced to kill them. Right here, as long as you hack this left wall, the crows won't body block you and they won't pick you. Because the crows will only pick you if like they body block you and you stay in the same place like 1 or 2 seconds. That leaker, just ignore him by now. It's not necessary to kill them right now. We will kill him later. Because unfortunately, unlike on Claire B, those leakers won't disappear. You have to kill them with Leon. Right there, pick up the small key, because we will use the upgrade for the Matilda, and that upgrade is really overpowered. Also with Leon, it's not necessary to kill the zombies on the left on this hallway, because we don't need the unicorn medallion, because we don't need that key. So the main reason we don't even bother to kill them. In the B scenarios, the main weapon that you can find on the A scenario on the STARS office, it's right on that desk. And the STARS office is the second main weapon. So for Claire it's the bow gun, and for Leon it's the Magnum in the STARS office. But anyway, the main reason we pick up the shotgun right now, it's because in the B scenarios we will encounter Mr. X, and Mr. X it's an addition only for the B scenarios on Resident Evil 2 Classic. So right there are handgun bullets, but I don't bother to pick them up. It's not really necessary, to be honest. Maybe later in the game I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna eat my words. So also the bulb, it's downstairs on the other side of the RPD. So that's why we have to go to this place. In case you don't want to deal with Mr. X with the shotgun, you can avoid what I did before this. But for another match run, it's kinda risky to not have the shotgun for Mr. X. So right here, I like to kill these zombies for a main reason. Because you can go directly to the safe lock, put 2236, pick up the shotgun shells and leap without even shooting the zombies, because you can like avoid them, but you have to do it very precisely and very fast. And unfortunately on the North American version the zombies are more aggressive, so it's kind of hard to do that. It's not impossible, it's possible, but because they are faster and they are more aggressive, you will fail most of the times. On the Japanese version it's way easier to do that, like just go directly to the safe lock and do not shoot any zombie. But not on the North American version, it's harder. So right here, just go into the middle of the crowds. So by doing that, they won't body block you. So you will be okay. And thankfully, that's the last time you have to deal with crowds. You can use the bulb on this thing and turn off the fire. Also in the B scenario there are shotgun shells in the helicopter. But I think I completely forget to pick those shotgun shells. Yeah, I completely fucked up because you cannot go back. But there are shotgun shells on the helicopter after you turn off the fire. Anyway, stand up right in this pillar and start shooting Mr. X. Hopefully you will stagger him. I just staggered him one time. And then continue shooting. When he's very very close to you, just turn around and take some space between you and Mr. X and continue shooting. You can combine with handgun bullets if you want, but I don't really recommend it, because you have plenty of shotgun shells, so it's better to just shoot him with the shotgun. Of course the shotgun deals more damage if you are close to the enemy, and you deal less damage if you are far away from the enemy. So like at the beginning of the encounter with Mr. X, we didn't make the full damage of the shotgun because he was like on a long range. And that's a funny way to say it, how the game says that you cannot kill Mr. X, he's invincible. So right there I fucked up because you don't have to run. If you run, just reset the room, because if you run the leaker will aggro. What you want to do is enter walking and hack the left wall until the leaker aggro. So you have to walk until the leaker aggro. Once he aggro, start running and turn to the right. And just enter to this room. We will kill those leakers later, so don't worry about them right now. Right here there are shotgun shells. No, there isn't. Yeah, there isn't shotgun shells. No, there is shotgun shells. Sorry. Because in the North American version there are plenty of places where the shotgun shells are high. In order to avoid this leaker, just hack the left side. He will always leak and will miss. the worst thing can happen is that you will get stuck on a furniture. So right here, you have to aggro the lickers. In order to aggro them, you just run to the wall and then shoot. One time, wait until the licker fully stand up. And don't forget to reload your weapon before trying to kill them. Because I reload the weapon and the licker aggro and go far away from me. But I have to do the same thing. The lickers cannot enter to that place, so you are completely safe there. And they won't leak anyway, so it's 100% safe to do that strat. After you kill both of them, it will take you between like 6 shotgun shells or 5. You can continue. So on the item box, save the knife, the bulb. And remember, you have to go to the library, not until you are about to leave the RPD. Because if you go right now to the library, zombies will be before the basement and on the hallway, on one of the hallways, so it's not good to do that. You can avoid that by using the cables in the A scenario, but that will be like another A scenario that I didn't do, because on my A scenario run with Claire A, I didn't use the cable. So, but just if you wonder how to not trigger those zombies. So in this room, kill the zombies, because there are 3 zombies. On the Japanese version there are 2. The second one is right here, and the third one is on the left, like behind that, behind those desks. So just kill them. The third one you can avoid killing him, but if he's like on your way, maybe he can grab your feet if he's still alive. So you can kill him just to be sure. Also, there isn't a licker on this hallway, so you can just run. The licker on this hallway, it's only for the A scenario, not for the B scenario. Also, you will notice that there's less backtracking at the beginning of the game on the B scenario. So right here, stand up on the door, equip the shotgun, reload it, and then aim and shoot. You'll always kill both zombies with just 1 shotgun shell, but you have to wait until they are like in the middle of the standing up animation, otherwise you won't inflict them damage. The best thing you can do is like facing the door, and when the auto aim aims to the zombies, that's the perfect timing. You can start shooting. So as I was telling you, there's less backtracking at the beginning of the game on the B scenario, but there's more backtracking at the end of the game, in exchange. In the A scenario is the opposite. There's a lot of backtracking at the beginning of the game, but there's less backtracking at the end of the game. Also, there are no zombies on that room, so we are completely fine to just go. So on the B scenario, the zombies are on a different position with Leon. Remember that on the A scenario it was just about hugging the right wall and just enter directly to the start rooms, but on the B scenario it's different. Because we want to go to the other room in order to pick up the upgrade for the handgun, it's better to just kill these zombies. So there's a very good thing to know about Resident Evil 2 Classic. When a zombie is crawling on the floor like that zombie, it means he's 0 HP. So if you reset the room, he will be dead already. So what you can do right there is just enter to the star's office and reset the hallway and he will be gone.
Hey! Wait!
So the spade key is right here.
Leon!
Claire, you made it!
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
And also the upgrade for the Matilda is right on this desk. In the A scenario is on the same place, by the way. But I didn't need to use it in the A scenario, so that's why I didn't bother to pick it up. Also, it's not like really necessary to pick it up in the B scenario, but it's just about to do things a little faster. Because once you upgrade the Matilda will have an automatic way to shoot the weapon, so you can shoot 3 bullets at once, like very fast. And that's very helpful for certain spots in the game. Also, don't forget to pick up the Magnum and the star's office. So the evidence room, it's basically the same like in the A scenario. Just go backwards a little to the corner. Oh no, sorry, there aren't zombies. Yeah, I'm drunk. Sorry. You can just go and pick up the shotgun shells and continue with the game. Yeah, my bad. My bad. In the B scenario, there aren't zombies. I was playing a lot of Leon A hard difficulty. That's why I thought there was zombies here. Sorry. But anyway, right here there are zombies. And in case you didn't kill Marvin in the A scenario with Claire, Marvin will be here. But there will be also zombies anyway, so it's not like you will avoid the zombies just by not killing Marvin in the A scenario. But as you can see, the handgun is very powerful with the upgrade. But then just kill the last 2 zombies with the shotgun. In case you are out of ammunition, you can pick up handgun bullets that are on the locker at the end of this room. Right on this locker. On that locker that says JoJo. So go to the item box and save the handgun, because it's not necessary anymore in the game, believe it or not. And maybe you are saying, but Ares, you just used the upgrade like literally 2 minutes ago in the game and you will just not use anymore the Matilda? Yeah, it was just for that specific section. So for the leaker, walk, and when you are behind him, aim down and shoot. But enter walking, otherwise he will turn around and you won't be able to shoot him. Or maybe he will attack you before you try to shoot him. The Magnum will always kill the leaker with 1 bullet, so don't worry if maybe he can tank the bullet. In case you miss the shot, you can reset the room. It will give you enough time because the leaker has to turn around and then try to attack you. So before entering into the basement, there's a dog right here. You can use the Magnum or the shotgun to kill him. I will use the Magnum. Of course, the dog will always die with just 1 Magnum bullet. Right here there aren't dogs. Not right now. Well, there will never be dogs, if I remember correctly. Just leaker. No, not even leakers, yeah. This is B scenario. That hallway will always be free, will always be empty. But there are dogs right here, so... But not right now, sorry. Yeah, it's like I made this run a few weeks ago, so that's why I don't remember. Excuse me, guys.
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside. If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
Ada, wait!
So no dogs right here. Unlike Claire.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right? Get up, now!
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
Is this the guy?
Ben, you told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella, based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, Why would I want to tell you?
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
So don't forget to pick up the mail opener. So with Leon, the dogs are in the cell, so you don't have to worry about them. Just go directly to the main hall, use the main hall opener, and go down the ladder. The spiders are still in the same place, so the strategy is basically the same. Just run, aim, and shoot two, and for the first shot, aim up, and don't miss like I did. And then for the second spider, reload your shotgun. That's very important, otherwise the spider can run to you and immediately speed acid. That was very close. It was a little sketchy. You can reset the room if you want to make it a little safer after you kill the first spider. So I will take advantage of this section. I will use the chest blocks in order to make some space in my inventory.
Ada? I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD. It's a dead end.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll go and check. How cute. That little girl must have dropped this. I think I'll hold on to it for her.
So for Ada in the B scenario, instead of dogs, there are zombies. Of course there's a way to avoid all of them, but I'm not 100% sure if it's 100% consistent, so I just prefer to kill all of them. Also the zombie on the floor that it's in front of Ada right now, it's alive, so it's better to kill him, but after you kill the zombies that are standing up, because that zombie that's on the floor will never stand up until you start shooting him. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. If you want shot and shells, you can go to the other side where Sherry came from in the A scenario with Claire. There's shot and shells for Leon there that Ada can throw to him. But yeah, basically that's it with Ada 1, the first section. This is just about pushing boxes and make the little puzzle. So something very interesting that I noticed is that every other version that is not the PC version of the game, the water is very dark, like it's almost black, as you can see. But on the PC version it's transparent. So it's like those little things that you can notice when you play it both. Versions of the game. But it's nothing that will really change the gameplay, it's just about
Leon, can you hear me?
the look of the game.
Ada, did you find anything?
Right here. Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
What? Ada, wait!
Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
So going back with the Leon, after we have the treble key, we need to backtrack to the RPD again. On Leon B, thankfully there won't be leakers on the hallway in the basement, because the leakers will be on the mortuary. So you don't even need to deal with them unless you want the machine gun or the side pack. But to be honest, it's not necessary. It's not really necessary, to be honest. Like, maybe you will think that the machine gun is a very good weapon against leakers, and it is. But there are some other ways to deal with them in the laboratory, and in my opinion are better than the machine gun. You will see it when we arrive to the laboratory. Right here there are dogs. As long as you continue running forward, they shouldn't be a problem. Just go directly to the door. As I told you, there are no leakers in this hallway, so you can just run. But I will use the key on the mortuary door because I want to discard it later in the game, so just by doing that I will be able to discard it. With Leon in the A and the B scenario, there are shotgun shells in the locker in this room. With Claire, there's nothing. You cannot open the lockers for some reason. So because we didn't kill the zombies, and also because it's not necessary to kill them, you can sorry, excuse me, you can just like go. But first I will explain this, sorry. Equip the shotgun, aim and shoot directly, do not aim up or anything, because you don't have so much time. The time is very tight, and sometimes you will like separate a zombie from his body, like that one. Like you will literally separate the zombie in half, you know. And it's very funny, but it's very dangerous because the zombie will start crawling and can grab your feet. But the zombie is already dead, like his HP value is already 0, but he has that animation. And in order to just like do not have to deal with him, you can reset the room and the zombie will disappear. And for the other zombies, just shoot him in the head. I told you that you have like tight time. The time is very tight on that specific hallway because the zombies are very close to you, and if you take a little more time that is necessary, one zombie will grab on your back, or maybe the zombie that is in front of you. So you have to be kind of fast. Like every time you make a zombie start crawling, just reset the room. That's the best thing you can do. Also, the liquor in this specific room will appear only if you pick up the 8 spray. Also in this hallway there are no zombies, as you can see. Like, that's the beautiful thing about Resident Evil 2 Classic B scenarios. There are a lot of differences between the A and B scenario. Also the bosses are different, like in the B scenario you fight G1, G3 and G5 and Super Tyrant. And in the A scenario you fight the G Embryo, G3 and G4. Sorry, G2, G3, G4. Yeah, that's what you fight in the A scenario. So for that, Mr. X, just ignore him, go directly to the G or pick it up. But right here, right on the third camera change, hack this wall. And when Mr. X appears, just continue running by when you hack this wall and he will never punch you. If you don't hack the wall, of course he will punch you. In case you wonder, if you defeat Mr. X in the room where you pick up the gear, he will give you handgun bullets. And if you defeat him in the hallway, I think he gives you shotgun shells, if I'm not wrong. With Claire it's bows. But yeah, with Leon it's shotgun shells. So you go up the ladder and just equip the Magnum, aim down and shoot. Like, do not move, rotate or anything, because if you try to rotate or move a little, the liquor will aggro. So maybe you are wondering why I'm going to this place. It's because in the B scenario you have to go to the Chief Iron's office in order to pick up the crank. Because maybe you noticed, but on the radio call that Claire has with Leon, Claire told him that she cleared up this path. So also, if you wonder, on that specific box with Claire there is a nade spray. That's the music of Mr. X, how the game is telling you that Mr. X is in this hallway. So you just run until this camera change, Mr. X appear, turn around and start shooting. When he's getting very close to you, you can take some more space between you and Mr. X, but he will always fall down on 3 Magnum rounds, maybe 4 on a very rare occasion. And on this occasion also Mr. X will give you Magnum rounds. And it's always funny how you pick up items from Mr. X's ass. But yeah, there's nothing really dangerous in the way. Right now it's just about making puzzles and a little backtracking, so I'll be back after or before the first boss fight encounter. Enjoy the cutscenes.
No! Get away! No! Ben! Can you still hear me? Come on, answer!
Damn! I don't believe this. I almost got the story.
Ben.
Bitter irony. The chief of police, a co-conspirator. Get that scum. Make him pay.
Hang in there, Ben.
Leon.
Where are you going, Ada?
To the chemical plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Ada! Wait! Hey!
Leon, are you still there? We're leaving.
Are you crazy? The streets are still crawling with zombies.
It'll be all right, trust me. We found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Claire! Claire! Wait! Man, why doesn't anyone ever listen to me?
So the first boss fight encounter is G1 with his metal bar. That didn't sound so good. but the fight is pretty straightforward. After the cutscene, just equip your Magnum, aim and start shooting. But take some space first, because you will stun him like every second shot with the Magnum. But on a very rare occasion maybe you won't, I didn't test it to be honest. And then continue shooting, and after the music stops, that means G1 is dead. But you have to take into consideration something very important. When you defeat him, he will swing his metal bar, and that can hit you of course, even if he's 0 HP already. So that's why I take some space between Leon and Birkin at the end of the fight before going to the ladder, or you can reset the room if you want.
Ada! What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid. Those zombies are everywhere, not to mention that thing that got Ben.
I was there, Leon. I know.
Look, Ada, as an officer, it's my job to look out for you. But we're not going to get through this alive if we don't work together, okay?
All right. We'll do this your way for now.
So behind these lockers there's a hiding door, and you can go down the ladder and you can pick up Magnum bullets and also shotgun shells just by lighting up the lamps. But I think I will I think I will pick up both the Magnum bullets and also the shotgun shells, or maybe I won't, yeah. But yeah, there's shotgun shells also at the end of that room, if you want. Go to the item box and pick up the bulb, we need it.
Leon, that woman was... I have to talk to her.
So for Ada's second section, there's nothing really dangerous to be honest, I think. Only the roaches that maybe can grab you and inflict you damage, of course. And that's very interesting about this game. Like with Sherry on account of that, there's roaches also. If a roach grab you with Sherry, the roach won't inflict you damage, but with Ada inflicts you damage. And also with Claire on the B scenario.
Don't move. You're the one who was with that cop, if I'm not mistaken. Identify yourself.
Ada Wong.
Ada Wong. I've heard that name before. Now I remember. One of the men from Chicago who came to assist the T-virus research used his girlfriend's name as his password. Ada and John, I believe.
How did you know? Who are you?
Annette Birkin. My husband is the man responsible for the creation of the T-virus, William Birkin.
What?
John's dead. He became one of those zombies. My condolences. And although I regret this, you will be joining him shortly. I won't let anyone take the G-Virus away from me.
G-Virus?
It's capable of creating the ultimate bioweapon. Its potential is even greater than that of the T-Virus.
Then that must mean the creature in the police department is...
Precisely. My husband, William. And it's all Umbrella's fault. None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him. Where did you get that pendant? It looks exactly like the one I gave Sherry.
She dropped it. I've been holding on to it for her.
Liar! Give it back to me!
Too bad.
So the main reason I unequipped the handgun before the cutscene, it's only about time. It's not about getting damage, if you think about it. Because on the cutscene, Annette will shoot to Ada's handgun, but that doesn't count as damage. The only thing that will happen is that after the cutscene where Ada bitch slap Annette, she will start picking up her handgun.
Ada?
So it's like 5 more seconds, something like that. But anyway, going back with Leon, we need to go for Ada. But we cannot take this ladder because the ventilation it's on again. So, but right here there's the silver medallion, and there's also an aid spray, I think. And a small key. In the A scenario there are shotgun shells there. The small key is not necessary, so I picked it up by mistake. Hack this wall, because by hiding that wall you will always avoid that spider auto attack, and the spider in the ceiling shouldn't be a problem as long as you continue running. When a spider is on the ceiling, the spider will throw acid. And right here just start running, then get close to this wall. The worst energy can happen to you right here is that the spider will be in this conduct. Maybe will throw you acid immediately, but it's very very rare. And it also matters how you start moving on that specific room. Like the spiders have some kind of tracking behavior. So right here you need to make the bridge going up again. And there's also shotgun shells on the left. So because we already killed the alligator in Claire A, we don't need to deal with him in Leon B. Like some things that you do in the A scenarios change some other things in the B scenarios, and this is one of them.
Ada!
Leon.
This bullet wound isn't making things any easier.
Quiet, Leon. I'll patch you up. That's 2 I owe you.
Don't mention it.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
So that's the main reason we make the bridge going up. Right here there's the golden medallion. And thankfully with Leon we don't need to wait for Ada like Claire needs to wait for Sherry. Because Ada has the same movement speed than Leon, so she will never stop. Or get stuck or start crouching. This is the last time we will use that bulb. There are no roaches in this conduct anymore, so don't need to worry about them. Also, once you pick up the golden medallion, the spiders right here will be replaced by zombies. But the zombies are not activated, so you can run on their heads and they won't grab your feet, so don't worry about that. Like, they need to fully stand up before trying to grab you or throw acid. For these spiders, just run forward and then get close to the left wall, go directly to this machine and start using the medallions. Sometimes Ada will start shooting the spiders, but do not care about it. If Ada got damage, that doesn't count as damage, because you are not in control of Ada, so don't worry about it. You are only in control of Leon, so it will only matter if Leon get damaged, not Ada. And of course on Ada's section, if Ada got damaged, that also counts as damage, right? Because you are controlling Ada, but I think that's pretty obvious. So in Leon A, I used to shoot Birkin in the ceiling right on this occasion, but then I figured out it's not necessary to shoot him. You just have to make him show his hand 4 times from the ceiling, and after the 4th time the cutscene will trigger and Ada will start quick shooting Birkin, and that's it. So not necessary to waste bullets right here. Like, just go backwards when you see the dust coming down from the ceiling, start running forward and then repeat. So outside this cable car there's the hiding key in the floor. That gives you access to explosive rounds from on the cleared scenarios. But with Leon only gives you access to an upgrade for the Magnum. And of course that increases the damage from the Magnum, but it's not worth it because the recoil is ridiculously too much time. It takes too much time from shot to shot, so that upgrade is not really worth it for another match run. So just kill that zombie. There are 2 zombies around this corner, so be careful about it. If you are not really fast enough, they can immediately grab you on the camera change. But I killed both of them. That zombie, he won't grab your feet, don't worry about it. Right here there is the upgrade for the shotgun, and there's 1 zombie coming for me. Also another good trick about Resident Evil 2 Classic is that when you use an upgrade from a weapon, you have free bullets. And that works with every weapon, with the handgun, with the shotgun and with the Magnum. Wait, maybe not with the Magnum. I don't have experience with that upgrade with the Magnum, so I don't really know about it. But I'm really sure, 100% sure about the Matilda and the Magnum and the shotgun, sorry. That gives you free ammunition. But the upgrade of the shotgun is very powerful. As you can see, you can like completely destroy the head and half of the torso from a zombie. But in exchange of that power of the shotgun, it gives you more recoil. So you have to be smart on what places you will use it. Like if you are getting crowded by zombies, not really worth to use it.
Arrived. There must be something hidden here.
So right here, just save the bulb and also the small key in the item box. I don't know why I'm not saving the bulb. It's not necessary, but anyway. Right here, there's shotgun shells and magnum bullets. And in the B scenario, the train is not here because Claire already used it, so we need to make it come back to this specific point. And in order to do that, we need to go to this new section that we never visit in the A scenarios. And right in this place, there's one key, and there's also, you can trigger a cutscene from the cameras. A very funny cutscene from Mr. X. But even if you don't trigger this cutscene, Mr. X will appear anyway, so it's not like you will avoid the appearance of Mr. X by not triggering this cutscene. It's not like that. He will always appear. So after the cutscene, go right to that place, but start moonwalking. When you see Mr. X behind you, start running, take some space between you and Mr. X, use the auto aim, and start shooting. When he's getting very close to you, take some space and continue shooting. He will take you between 3 and 4 shots, and he will give you, if I'm not wrong, shotgun shells, yeah. And this is the penultimate time you will encounter Mr. X on his normal face, because after that is the Super Tyrant, you know.
Come on, let's go.
Now that I think about it, that specific room is very... You can compare it with the Resident Evil 4 section after the cable car, you know, if you know what I'm talking about. So because Claire already used the key on that train, the key is on that place, so you just need to activate it. In the B scenario, you don't fight G2 on this place, you will fight G3.
Ada, can you hear me? Come on, snap out of it!
So in the GameCube version of the game, you can pick up the ammunition behind the bathroom. Like, you don't have to go around the bathroom to pick it up, but on any other version you have to go around the bathroom to pick up the ammunition. So after the cutscene, start shooting Birkin 4 times. After the 4th shot, take space otherwise he will tag you because he has a really long range auto attack. Then reload your Magnum, and Birkin likes to jump to the train and he will always fall down behind you. So just like rotate and start running, he will fall down behind you and then take space between you and Birkin and continue shooting. When he stops raising his arms, that means he's already done and you have to stop shooting him, also because the music will stop. And you will see it right now. Like, just continue shooting, take space between you and Birkin. When he jumps on the train, just start running forward, he will jump behind you, and you see, he stopped raising his arms and he just jumped from the platform, and that's it. That's G3 boss fight.
Welcome back. Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
But I'll only slow you down with these injuries. Go. Save yourself.
Is it just me, or does everybody always ignore what I say? I told you, it's my job to look after you.
But you'll be in danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period of time, but I really enjoy being with you. I know I'm not capable of caring about anyone, but I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together. Wait here for me. I'll be right back.
So this section, before entering to the laboratory, just start pushing this box to the platform or to this elevator. Like, start pushing it until it's in the same line that that green light, and then just fully push it to the elevator, like completely, until the game doesn't let you push it anymore. And then you use the elevator. So the position of the box is very important, otherwise the game won't let you continue pushing it on this place. Like if you push it a little more to the right or to the left. And you will have to reset the room in order to reset the box position. But once you fully push the box to this specific section, the box will not reset, because this is the spot that it needs to be. Excuse me. So remember when I told you that the machine gun is a very good weapon against the leakers? And yeah, it is, but the upgraded shotgun is better. Because you will see it right now. Just equip the shotgun, aim and shoot, and you will always stun the leaker with just one shotgun shell. And then you have to wait until the leaker fully stand up and then shoot again. But that leaker will die with just one, or maybe the second shotgun shell that I used for the first leaker inflict him damage. I didn't see it because he wasn't on the camera. But this upgraded shotgun is the best weapon you can have against leakers, because you can kill them from the distance. Like very safely, 100% safe. So before going back to this place, remember to reload your Magnum and equip it, because this will be the last encounter with Mr. X that you will have control of Leon. Or no, it's not here. Yeah, I was wrong, sorry. I think it's later in the game. Excuse me, guys. I apologize for that. I think it's later in the game. I'm so confused because I'm playing a lot of Leon A and Claire A. But anyway, you enter to the laboratory, just aim directly, shoot, you will kill both zombies. If you don't see a zombie bleeding on the floor, be careful because the zombie can grab your feet. But of course he will only grab your feet if you pass through his head, so... And when a zombie fall down on their backs, they won't be able to grab your feet, even if they are not bleeding. Right there I was using the auto aim in my advantage because I didn't know if the zombie on the other camera was dead, or maybe he fall down on his chest and maybe he can grab me on the camera change, because those things can happen more or very commonly. Like most of the times, or more times than you think. So since this point it's like very similar to Leon A, the things you have to do in the game. For the IB zombies, it's basically the same like on Leon A, but the IB zombies are already stand up, so you have to be a little faster, but it's the same strat, just like press the left D-pad button until Leon fully rotate and then just hack that wall and you will always push that IB zombie and just get out. I told you you have to be a little faster, otherwise the IB zombie that throw acid will hit you. So super leakers also on this hallway. Just start running until this specific point. Then stop, aim and shoot. Then wait until the leakers stand up and then shoot again. And in order to aggro the other leaker, you have to run to the wall like I did it. I just face the wall and start running to the wall. Because by doing that the leaker will hear you and will start coming to you. And then once you can shoot him, start shooting him from the distance, and he's dead. He will take you between 2, max 3 shotgun shells, depending on the distance. So the only thing I don't like about the upgraded shotgun is the recoil. For the zombies sometimes can troll you very easily, because if you miss the shot because of the recoil, the zombie can grab you immediately. So try to aim correctly, because without the upgrade it's like way easier to kill zombies than with the upgraded shotgun. But that's the only thing that I don't like too much about the upgraded the shotgun, sorry. You can pick up the room key right in this place. Maybe you are wondering that I don't have enough shotgun shells, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's like we don't need to kill more enemies in the game until the Super Tyrant fight. So in order to avoid this IV zombie, just hack that wall, like make a white curve on the lip. It's 100% consistent, by the way. And now we need to backtrack to the beginning of the laboratory section, because that key will give us access to the room that it's right after the box that we push. But before that, the last encounter with Mr. X.
You murdered my husband. I know what you're looking for. You came for the G-Virus, didn't you? But you'll never take it from me. This is my husband's legacy. Now, where's that spy you were working with earlier? You know who I'm talking about.
What?
You really don't know anything, do you? You're so gullible. She's one of the operatives sent here by the agency. The only reason why she came here is to obtain the G-Virus.
That's a lie.
No, it's the truth. I discovered this when I did a background check on her. She specifically got close to John and became his girlfriend to get information about Umbrella.
That can't be. I know her. Ada wouldn't do something like that.
If you don't want to believe it, I don't really care. You're about to die anyway.
So remember to reload your Magnum and use the Magnum, do not use the shotgun. And start shooting, and with Mr. X very close to you, try to take some space between you and Mr. X. Right there I kinda panicked because he wasn't falling down, but he was only one shot to fall down, so. And then pick up the ammunition that he gives you. He will give you Magnum bullets. But as always, the main strat with Mr. X is to take space between you and Mr. X, and you should be fine.
Run!
Ada! Ada!
Leon, please, escape.
No. We're a team. I can't just leave you behind.
I'm just a woman who fell in love with you. Nothing more.
Ada. No. Ada!
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
I will always remember you. Goodbye, Ada.
So the master key is on Ada's body, and it's awesome how Ada completely destroyed Mr. X's head, but unfortunately then she got destroyed. But don't worry. So Super Tyrant borns.
Leon, you made it.
Claire? Is that you? Where are you?
I can see you on the monitor. But never mind that right now. Leon, you have to go back and get Sherry for me. I left her in the security office. Please, you must save her.
Wait a second! What are you gonna do? Where are you going?
I still have a few loose ends to take care of. I'm counting on you.
Hello? Claire, are you there? Claire! The security office?
But anyway, with Leon we need to backtrack to where Claire left Sherry in Claire A. We need to rescue Sherry before we can continue with the game. You can use the master key if you want right now to discard it, or to discard it when you use it on Sherry's room. But it's just about that, you cannot leave this section without Sherry.
Sherry? I've come to get you out of here. Claire is waiting for you.
Claire?
So the Super Tyrant fight. Thankfully I was able to find a 100% consistent strat for the Super Tyrant fight. And it works both with Claire and Leon, with a little difference between Claire and Leon in the strat. And it's a Mother Rock strat, so shoutouts to Mother Rock for this strat. he was the person that told me about this strat because I didn't know about it. I was like breaking my head trying to find a 100% consistent strat for him, for Mr. X. But it's a very cool strat, so.
Just rest here for now. Claire should be back soon.
So the key in order to go to the fight is right here. There are no enemies on the way, so don't worry about it. After you defeat the Super Tyrant, there will be some zombies that you have to deal with them. But before that, there are no enemies, so don't worry.
Until detonation.
So you need to pick up the plugs in this place. Both of them. So this is what you have to take into consideration about the Super Tyrant. The Super Tyrant will always attack with his left arm when he's in the charge animation. And by charging I mean when he's running and trying to get you. He will never attack with his right arm, so in order to avoid that charge auto attack you have to run to his right arm. So the cutscene ends, press the up and left D-pad button and the run button and just run directly to this corner, aim and shoot 3 or 4 times. Then Ada will throw you the rocket launcher and then repeat up and left D-pad button and run. You will run to Mr. X's right arm and you will avoid the auto attack. Pick up the rocket launcher, equip it, aim and shoot, and Mr. X is done.
Game over.
This strat is 100% consistent as long as you move correctly. Like Mr. X will always charge to you on those specific spots. And Ada will always throw you the rocket launcher, so don't think it's about RNG, it's not. It's 100% consistent. These are the zombies that you need to deal with them. Do not use the rocket launcher, of course. Use the weapon that you have the most ammunition. In this case it's the Magnum, so with the Magnum you can one-shot every zombie. And then you can continue. There are no zombies like at the end of this part, so don't worry about it. You can open the doors and it's not the end of the run, because we need to fight G5 after this cutscene.
this?
I have the antidote, if I give it to her.
Claire, what's happening?
Not now. Come on, Cherry, wake up! Wake up! Please wake up! Claire? Where am I?
It worked!
Oh, Sherry, you're gonna be okay. Thanks, Claire.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning. Goodbye, Ada. What was that?
Warning, biohazardous outbreak imminent. The emergency system has been activated. This train will detonate. Repeat, this train will detonate.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The door won't open.
So you need to go to the end of the train in order to trigger G5 appearance. Even when this fight is free and normal difficulty, it can hit you, so don't be overconfident about it. So the cutscene ends, go to the end of the train, to the door of the train, sorry. Equip the rocket launcher, aim and shoot. Then equip the Magnum, reload the Magnum of course. And it will take you 7 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, sorry, it's 8? Yeah, it's 8. I thought it was 7. Excuse me. But anyway, this was Resident Evil 2 Classic, no save no damage on normal difficulty with Leon B. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you like, hope you enjoy. You can find me on Twitch.tv Arsaurio, on Twitter Arsaurio24. You can find all my no damage runs on YouTube, and also you can find me on Facebook as Scale. You can find all my links in the description below.
Warning, warning. The self-destruct system has been activated.
I'm Aris, and I see you next time.
Detonate sequentially. Repeat, each
Oh,
train
no!
compartment will detonate sequentially.
Claire! Stop the train!
I can't. The door to the control room is locked. Claire? What is this? Stay back. This is not good. Leon, where are you?
Wonderful.
Sherry? What are you doing? We have to stop the train, right? I can do it. But come and get me. I'm right here. Which one's the right switch? Maybe this one?
Sherry!
Leon! Ah! Okay, hold on.
Push the switch over there!
Got it!
Claire? Claire? Claire!
Right here.
Claire!
I guess we all made it. They just won't quit. Come on, we have to get out of here. Run! So, it's finally over. Sherry, you look terrible.
No worse than you, Claire.
Come on, time to leave.
Now? What's wrong? Is something following us?
We have to go. We don't have any time to waste.
Go? Where?
Hey, it's up to us to take out Umbrella.